great to tell you the stories of some of the people who really inspired me over the last 3 years. The first person I want to mention is Calvin Tillman. Calvin, are you in this room? Yeah. A lot of you know Calvin, former mayor of Dish, Texas. Before oil and gas came to Dish, Texas, Calvin said to me, I was living the dream life. Kids, family, horses. And then the change for Calvin came for his family when they went to see Split Estate, another great film that has helped us understand our stories and build our movement. Split Estate, there's a lot of talk about nosebleeds. Calvin and his wife looked at each other in the theater, and their kids were having nosebleeds. And they saw the nosebleeds on the screen, and that's when they knew that it was time to move. It was time to leave Dish and leave behind being the mayor of the town and leave behind that part of their lives. And now Calvin runs Shale Test along with Tim, Ruggiero, and Susan Knoll, and they are helping people all across the country figure out what's going on in their communities, what the pollution is that they're suffering, and have become a true movement leader. Another person who inspires me is Jenny Lissack. Jenny deserves a lot of applause. Jenny was living her dream too. She had a farm in central PA, and it was exactly what she always wanted. She grew blueberries, still does, grow blueberries, peaches, apples, cherries, pawpaws, which if you're not from the Midwest, you may not know what pawpaw is. And then in 2010, Jenny went to the last summit that we organized, the People's Oil and Gas Summit in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Came back that very weekend, and her water was contaminated. Today, Jenny is on the Stop the Frack Attack Advisory Council. She travels around the country and speaks out, and she's using her story to help all of us find our stories and know that we can stand up and fight. John Fenton, Pavilion, Wyoming. John is a true hero to so many of us. If you've seen Gasland, you know why. He's going to be around this weekend, probably doing a little bit of speaking as well, so you'll get to ask him his stories, get to know more about him if you want. John didn't start out against oil and gas. In fact, he was a contractor for the industry. But in doing so, he figured out a true appreciation for what we really need to survive, and that is the clean water that we drink and the fresh air that we breathe, and not the profits and energy that the energy companies are trying to steal from underneath our feet. And since that realization, in the 1990s, John has been a fearless champion for justice for oil and gas communities. Thank you, John. This is who we are. We are in 50 states. There are 34 oil and gas producing states. There are 50 oil and gas consuming states. We come from all stages of the oil and gas chain of destruction. From frack sand mining, to exploration, to drilling, to pipelines, to compressor stations, to refineries, to LNG export facilities. We are urban and we are rural. We are fence-line communities. We are farmers. We are school boards. We're ordinary folks. We have jobs. Some of us are celebrities. We are a big enough tent in this room to encompass both the Tea Party and code pink. We are going from being fractured to being unified by our love for our land, by our love for our kids and our communities, clean water. At the end of the day, we are beyond political because we We are unified by our love for our land and our kids and our communities and our clean water. Thinking about Waterloo makes me think a little bit about my dad. My dad is Denny Krill. Terrific, terrific man. A Vietnam vet, proudly fought for his country, would proudly fight again. My dad and I love each other dearly. When it comes to politics, we don't get along much. The one thing that we always agree on politically is clean energy. Like all of us in the room today, we know, my dad knows, that we don't need to frack our future. We don't need new pipelines. We don't need more fossil fuels when there are renewable energy choices just around the corner, and that every dollar that we invest in dirty energy is a dollar better spent in a solution for energy needs that doesn't hurt people and that doesn't tear apart our communities. So my dad and I can agree on this piece of politics, then I think we can all agree in this room that breaking our dependence on fossil fuels is something that we can all come together on. This weekend in Dallas is the turning point. This is the time that we're all going to look back on in the future, in coming years, and we're going to know that it was here where we sat down with each other and told our stories, listened to each other, and learned and shared. That by doing that, we can all turn together and face the same direction to fight this battle. To go from being angry about fracking, spread out all over the country, to being united and working together to do something about it, to stop the frack attack. So thank you all so much for coming and for giving what you have brought here this weekend to this movement that we are growing. The last thing I have to do, which may be the most important thing on my list, is to introduce the next speaker, who is Sharon Wilson.